Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, we'll discuss the best lightweight laptops in 2022. All the product links are given in the description video below. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. HP Elite Dragonfly G2. If you need a business laptop for working at home, in the office, and everywhere in between, this is one of the best two-in laptops you can buy. It's a Windows 10 laptop that converts easily into a tablet, and at less than 1 kilogram, it won't weigh you down. A lightweight laptop that can be converted into a tablet, the HP Elite Dragonfly G2 comes with a stylus included in the box. It features a fingerprint sensor and IR facial recognition to keep it secure. The main difference between this laptop and the previous generation is the processor, which has been updated to the newest 11th gen Intel Core i7. They've also moved over to the Intel Iris Xe graphics. The laptop should be faster and generally even more capable than before. Small and incredibly lightweight, the HP Elite Dragonfly G2 weighs less than a kilogram and measures 30.43 by 19.75 by 1.61 centimeters, which is literally the size of a notepad. There are two Thunderbolt Type-C ports, one Type-A, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and an HDMI. That will have most people covered. Although it's a shame there's no SD card slot. The glossy 13.3-inch touchscreen can be pushed back by 360 degrees to convert the laptop into a tablet. Like most two-in-one laptops, it doesn't feel natural to use as a tablet. Still, it's one of the more comfortable options because it's so light. When in tablet mode, the keyboard automatically switches off, so you don't accidentally press any keys while you hold it. Under the hood, the HP Elite Dragonfly G2 packs an 11th generation Intel Core processor. The laptop I tested out has an i7 processor, but you can buy it with an i5 if you want to lower the price. That's paired with the Intel Iris X graphics, 16GB of RAM, and 512GB of storage. The HP Long Life 4-cell 56WH lithium-ion battery is powering it through the day. The laptop lasted most of the workday before needing to be plugged in, but not the whole day. Small, light, and convenient are some of the words I would use to describe this two-in-one laptop. HP has taken what was great about the first generation, kept everything that made it so good, and then made it even better. More casual users might not need something so work-focused. Still, for business use, it's an absolute powerhouse with a precise screen and a keyboard that is a pleasure to type on. The only downsides are that the webcam could be better, and the battery life is just average. Other than that, there really isn't much bad to say. The HP Elite Dragonfly G2 is the perfect commuting companion. It's a fantastic choice if you're willing to spend the cash on it. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 9. The entry-level model sports an Intel Core i5 processor, though you can pay extra to upgrade it to a Core i7. However, there's no option to put a discrete graphics card in this laptop, so you're limited to Intel Iris Xe integrated graphics. The base model comes with 8GB of memory and 256GB of storage, though you can upgrade that to 1TB of storage and 36GB of memory. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon is outfitted with a sleek carbon fiber and magnesium chassis that's extremely thin and unbelievably lightweight. This model measures 0.59 by 12.38 by 8.72 inches and weighs 2.5 pounds, meaning it's thinner and lighter than laptops. Unlike the X1 Nano, the X1 Carbon has a decent selection of ports. On the left, you'll find two Thunderbolt 4/USB-C ports, one designated for charging the laptop, a USB-A 3.2 Gen 1 port, and an HDMI out. On the right side is another USB-A port, the headphone jack, and a nano SIM compartment you can ignore if you're not planning to put a SIM card in this laptop. The X1 Carbon has a 14-inch HD 1920 by 1200 pixel display with anti-glare. It's an impressive display that still falls short of the competition, which is undoubtedly an issue considering the price. I tested our Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Review unit configured with an Intel Core i7-118-5G7 and 16GB of RAM. I found it more than capable for everyday use, including work. Even a test run of over 10 YouTube tabs actively playing videos failed to slow down the machine. The keyboard features a nice amount of space for its small size. I found that coming from my far larger gaming laptop, I was quickly able to adjust to this keyboard and type normally for both work and recreational purposes. The only thing I missed was the numerical pad, but compensating for it took little time. Overall, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 9 is a solid mid-range laptop that's perfectly suited for the average working person. Its performance all around is outstanding, with an excellent battery and ventilation. It also has excellent speakers, especially when you consider its size. LG Gram 17Z90Q. Much of that featherweight appeal is due to the magnesium alloy chassis, which not only shaves off the ounces but also stands up to some abuse. Enough to meet MIL-STD-810 durability tests for shock, vibration, temperature, and more. It's not so tough to make it a rugged laptop, but the Gram 17 can handle life on the road, and the jet black finish will keep it looking business ready in all situations. Above the display is a full HD webcam with an IR sensor for Windows Hello facial recognition and secure logins. That's a big step up from the 720p camera used on last year's Gram 17 and above average compared with the 720p cameras found on models like the Dell XPS7390. And thanks to Intel's 12th gen hardware, Zoom calls will sound better too, with AI noise cancellation that filters out distracting background sounds. The large footprint of the 17-inch Gram means plenty of room for a full-size keyboard and numeric pad. It's the same keyboard used in the 2021 model. It offered comfortable typing thanks to a decent vertical travel, sturdy switches for each key, and excellent easy-to-read lettering. The keyboard also has a power button with an integrated fingerprint reader, so you can log in securely without the hassle of a PIN or password. The Gram 17 doesn't skimp on the port selection for a laptop this light. There are a pair of Thunderbolt 4 ports, a full-size HDMI output, dual USB 3.0 ports, a micro SD card slot, and a headset audio jack. All ports that many other laptops now rely on third-party docks and hubs to provide. The LG Gram 17 is part of the larger Gram model line, ranging from compact 14 inches to the 17-inch model seen in our review. But within the 17-inch size category, there's a slight variation. Our test unit has an Intel Core i7-1260P processor, 12 total cores, 4 performance cores and 8 efficiency cores, and Intel Iris Xe graphics. It also has 16 GB of LPDDR5 RAM and a 1TB SSD for storage. With just over 20 hours of battery life, the Gram 17 offers excellent all-day endurance, with more than enough battery to get you through a day of work without bringing a charger along. It's an improvement over the 2021 Gram 17, likely due to the improved efficiency of Intel's 12th gen processor. MacBook Air M2. Despite its slim frame, the laptop feels incredibly solid, with no flex in the deck and a rigid lid. Open the cover to reveal a more extensive 13.6-inch screen, which is 25% brighter and just as crisp and beautiful, while providing a little more real estate to work with than the 13.3-inch size it replaces. It has a notch at the top of the screen that, like the MacBook Pro, houses an improved 1080p webcam, a well overdue upgrade for those of us still chained to virtual meetings. The Air has 4 speakers in its deck that are good for a laptop and project a reasonably wide and immersive sound. The 2022 MacBook Air is one of the first machines to have Apple's next-generation M2 chip. It is an incremental upgrade from the once-in-a-generation leap made by the M1 in 2020, but is still up to 18% faster, with 35% more powerful graphics. The battery life is still class-leading too, regularly exceeding 16 hours of work between charges, including several hours of photo editing and Affinity Photo, having 20 tabs open in Chrome most of the time, and using Apple Mail, Typora, Evernote, and a variety of chat apps and smaller tools. You won't need to carry the charger to lectures or work. It took 2 hours and 15 minutes to fully charge the Air with the included 35-watt charger and MagSafe cable, hitting 50% in about an hour. Still, if you have one, it can fast charge to 50% with a 67-watt or higher power adapter. The MacBook Air ran the same version of macOS Monterey as the MacBook Pro last year. It is generally an excellent platform with high reliability and low maintenance. Microsoft Surface Laptop Go 2. Microsoft has populated just about every possible price and size point in the Surface line. As its name implied, the original Surface Laptop Go combined the DNA of the petite Surface Go detachable and the traditional Surface laptop. Physically, the Surface Laptop Go 2 measures 0.62 by 11 by 8.1 inches and weighs 2.48 pounds, just as slim and portable as the original. The same premium aluminum is used on the lid, promoting the MacBook feel. However, as an economy notebook, the system isn't all metal. The base mixes aluminum and polycarbonate composite resin with glass fiber, 30% of which is post-consumer recycled material. The bottom portion does feel more like plastic than metal, but it doesn't feel cheap or flimsy. Between its size and materials, the Surface Laptop Go 2 delivers a near premium experience despite its low price point. A fingerprint reader comes integrated into the power button, allowing easy sign-ins with Windows Hello. The webcam lacks IR face recognition, so fingerprints are the only way to use Windows Hello, but that's acceptable at this price. The camera itself has been improved for today's video call culture. Microsoft improved the sensor and added dual field microphones to upgrade the conferencing experience. Unfortunately, the webcam hasn't been promoted to 1080p resolution. It's still a 720p device. These systems rely on their processor's integrated graphics rather than a discrete GPU, as you'd find in a gaming laptop, so there's a hard upper limit to their results. The Surface Laptop Go 2 managed to separate itself from all but Samsung. Still, none of these PCs pretends to be suited for demanding games or professional graphics applications. Stick to streaming media and casual or strategy games with any of them. The Microsoft Surface Laptop Go 2 is a moderate improvement from its predecessor, though significant changes are few. The quicker processor is the primary step forward, joined by minor enhancements to the webcam and a more sustainable design with some replaceable parts. Dell XPS7390. The Dell XPS7390 measures 0.46 by 11.9 by 7.8 inches, height, width, depth, and weighs 2.7 pounds. Compare those measurements with the XPS 13 2-in-1 2.9 pounds and 0.51 by 11.7 by 8.2 inches. The minute difference won't matter to most buyers. Both designs are sleek, good-looking ultra portables. The XPS 13 comes in a choice of 3 color schemes. You can choose an Arctic white interior with either a frost or a rose gold exterior. The XPS 13 screen is also noteworthy for its thin borders. The laptop has an 80% screen-to-body ratio, which falls short of the near 90% we've seen on a few other laptops, but it still achieves a cutting-edge look. Even better, the top border remains large enough to house the webcam, whose tiny 2.25mm lens captures 720p video but lacks Windows Hello face recognition. On the left edge of the XPS 13, you'll find a physical locking port and 2 USB Type-C ports, both of which support Thunderbolt 3 transfer speeds of up to 40 GB per second. The opposite edge holds a third USB Type-C port, without Thunderbolt 3 but supporting DisplayPort video output, a micro SD card slot, and a 3.5mm headphone/microphone combo jack. This is a relatively robust connectivity offering for such a thin laptop. The laptop has a dedicated GeForce chip, and the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 equipped Razer laptop far outshines the XPS 13 when it comes to playing graphics-intensive games, as evidenced by our superposition gaming simulation. If you're a moderate PC gamer who also admires thin and light 13-inch class designs, the Razer Blade Stealth 13 is the best option. With its uniquely powerful graphics chip, equally trim design, and superior touchpad. Meanwhile, suppose you typically use your PC to perform basic tasks and would enjoy the flexibility to occasionally prop it up as a tent or as an easel for video watching. In that case, the XPS 13 2-in-1 is your best bet. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If yes, please like, share, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family.